Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I can't believe it is the end of August already. I have a lot of makeup in front of me. I want to go through what I tried this month, what worked best, what didn't work at all. I have a side-by-side comparison that I'm going to show you. I cannot wait. Let's get into it. To start my face routine, I had to film in my bedroom because one of you pointed out to me when I was using one of Merit's new products that I wasn't using it as instructed. I still like the product, but I've been trying to do that. So Merit sent me a cleanser. Let me go get it. So this is the Great Skin Double Cleanse Face Wash. Shake well, 3 to 4 pumps, put it onto dry or wet skin and massage, and it is lovely. I really, really like it. The only thing I would warn is that you're definitely going to have to use it a couple of times, or what I've been doing is using a makeup remover first and then cleansing with this. I love that it foams. You do have to shake it. It will separate as it sits in your cabinet, but it's lovely. Another thing that they sent me was this Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. And this is where I was going wrong. I was using this moisturizer and then going into my bedroom and doing different things before I went in with the next product, which is the Uniform. This is their tinted sunscreen, SPF 45. They sent me the shade 16. So I was waiting a little bit before adding this. And one of you pointed out that you were supposed to add this before your priming moisturizer dries down. Now, do you have to use this to use this? No. But I like using all of the products. I have loved almost every single thing that I've tried from the brand, and I'm so grateful to have received it. So I used this and then immediately went in with this. So I have a side-by-side showing me doing that in my bedroom so that it wouldn't sit. And I must say, I really like both of these. I especially like this. And you'll laugh, in the side-by-side, I get so glowy when I put it on. But this product, I never would have bought it because I watched reviews, I saw how glowy, and I just didn't think that it would work for an oily skin gal like me. And somehow it does. I put it on and my skin just looks so beautiful with it. So very impressed. I think that my shade is a little bit too dark, so I drag it down my neck, I go onto my ears, but I think when all is said and done, it looks perfectly fine. I will definitely purchase this when I run out. In the primer category, I laughed saying how I walked into TJ Maxx or Marshall's, I can't remember, and I saw the Milk Matte Primer Stick, and it was $12. It retails for $36 on Sephora's website, and this has been fun. I really like it. You'll see in my demo that I put it on this side of my face. It definitely mattifies my skin. The Milk Matte Primers do work well for me, so I'm happy to have gotten this. Do I like it better than the liquid version? I think I like them the same. They're both good. For foundation, now I just want to back up and say there have been many, many times in the month of August that I have worn just this. Or I have taken a little bit of their minimalist stick, which they also had sent me a new shade of this. The one that I had was Ecru, which was a little bit lighter that I'd use for concealer. Then they sent me Sand. And this one really matches my skin tone well. So oftentimes I would take this and then add a little bit of this through the month. But there were times that I just wore this and was just amazed. But in the foundation category, I did pick up a new foundation, and I told the story of me going to Macy's to a Dior event. I picked up a couple of things. The foundation stick was one of them. And this is the Dior Forever Skin Perfect. I have mine in the shade 2.5N. I have it on this side of my face, and really a lovely foundation stick. Probably the nicest foundation stick I've ever owned. This feels luxury, goes on very smooth. I use a brush. I would say a natural matte or a soft matte. It wears well. I'm pleased with it. In the concealer category, I picked up two this month. I picked up the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is not new. I just don't remember ever trying it. I was playing with Maybelline. I wanted to pick it up. And this is a really nice concealer. I think it's got a good following. So I have the Fit Me on this side of my face, and typically I like a peachy color corrector underneath, or I'll use this and put a pink brightener on top. Today, I just forgot. I meant to put a pink brightener on top of it, didn't, and set it with powder, and I think it looks very nice. Is it the fullest coverage? No. Is it drying? No. Is it a solid concealer that I would recommend? Yes. On the other side, I had to pick up the new RMS concealer. I did a short on this. This is specifically the Revitalize Hydra Concealer and Corrector. I have mine in the shade WN011. Like I said, I have it on this side, and what I really love actually about both of these, the doe foot is very small on this, and on this side there is a brush, which I really appreciate. The founder of RMS, she's just a lovely lady that I love to watch, and she did that on purpose. She really hyper focuses on mature skin friendly makeup, and I appreciate that. The small brush is meant for you to go right in the hollow, more intentionally covering the darkness under your eyes. So this, it's a lovely concealer. A little bit goes a very long way. It is buildable. Again, I still prefer to have a peachy corrector underneath or a pink brightener on top. But again, today I have it all alone, and I think it does a really nice job. While I was waiting for those concealers to set, I went in with my cream bronzer, and this Maybelline lifter stick, I have mine in the shade 65, is gorgeous. One of the nicest bronzer sticks I've ever tried. It is the perfect finish for me, the perfect blendability. I think anybody could use this bronzer stick. It is goof proof. I have used a brush to tap it on. Today I was sloppy and just threw it on my face. So nice. I'm wondering how it works as a foundation or a concealer, because you're supposed to use this for anything. Maybe next time Maybelline goes on sale, I might have to try that because I really enjoy this product. Next, I went in with my cream blush, and I believe it was BoxyCharm sent me this Lawless cream blush. This is the Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush in Duchess. Lovely. Nice, sturdy packaging. I said in my video, it reminded me of the Sigma packaging, very similar, but this is just a very creamy formula that goes from a cream to a powder. It is long wearing. It is a bit pigmented, at least the shade that I have, so I would be careful not to go crazy or you will have clown cheeks, but if you are soft with it, it is stunning. I have two powders to share with you this month, and I'm pulling back out a third one that I wanted to try. I'll explain. Sephora Collection. You know I am a big fan of Sephora Collection products. They finally came out with a pink powder. This is the Blur It Loose Setting Powder. It is in pink. It comes with this cute little puff. The inside has the casing and the net that I know a lot of people really appreciate. I have this on this side of my face, and it's really nice. It is blurring. It is brightening. It does not seem to be drying. This is another hit from the Sephora collection. Now on the right side, I wanted to pull out my RMS powder. This is the Hydra setting powder. I have mine in the shade Light, and the reason I wanted to pull this out is because I bought the other powder from RMS Beauty. The Hydra setting powder I find to be blurring, lightweight. It's lovely. Great reviews. Like I said, I set under this eye with it today. Very nice. They do send you a puff. I think I've lost mine. But while I was on the RMS website, I wanted to try the other powder. And this one is called the Unpowder. And this one I believe that this is a little more oily skin friendly. It is very finely milled, more finely milled than the Hydra powder, and it almost looks a little more like HD. Let me show you the two powders on my fingers. Here are the two powders. So this is the unpowder, and it feels super, super lightweight. And then over here is the Hydra setting powder. And you can see this one has a little more coverage, but I believe that this one has a little bit of a luminosity to it, whereas the unpowder is pretty much undetectable. Do I prefer one over the other? I prefer the unpowder over the Hydra powder. They're both very nice. The unpowder, I'm not sure I would use under my eyes because I feel it's a little more mattifying, so that's why I broke this one out. So if you're oily, I would say get this one. If you are normal to dry, I would get this one. Or if you're extra like me, get both. One for under the eyes, one for on the face. In the powder bronzer category, I did pick up the Dior powdered bronzer, and I want to point out that this is not the Dior powdered bronzer that is at Sephora. This is from Dior. The one at Sephora is much bigger, much more expensive. I didn't want that. I have so many bronzers. I picked up the smaller one. This is in the shade 4, and I really like it. I mean, this packaging, are you kidding me? Beautiful, weighty, cushy mirror. My only complaint is that it is very buildable, and that's a me thing. Some people really prefer buildable bronzers, and I probably should prefer buildable bronzers because I am heavy-handed. But this one I am finding that I don't love to wear by itself. I love to set my cream or bronzer stick with this, but can it be worn alone? Absolutely. I will try to link all of the videos where I talk about all of these products. In the video where I tried this, I did wear it by itself. Beautiful. You just have to build it. I am sorry, in my filming, I forgot to apply this one. This one I got from BoxyCharm. This is the YC Collection Bronzing Powder in Enough. I don't know this brand other than BoxyCharm, but this I was really surprised. It said luminous. I was worried about that. It really isn't. If it does have a luminosity, it is very mild. It is very soft. And in my BoxyCharm video, if I can put a side by side where I'm putting it on there, it really impressed me. Another big shock came in my BoxyCharm. I got this Danessa Myricks. This is her Yummy Skin Low Lighter. And if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, I'm not huge on highlight. I just find that it highlights things that I don't want it to highlight, like lines and wrinkles or texture. But I got this in my BoxyCharm and I was so impressed. This is a very soft highlight that I just tapped on my cheeks, and it's just beautiful. It really, really is. Will I always go into the extra step to put this on? Probably not, but it is really fresh, soft, lovely. If you are into highlight and you feel like you need to be pulling back, or you just want a touch of luminosity right where you choose to have it, I definitely recommend these. In the powder blush category, I am late to the game, but I had to pick up the Tower 28 powder blush. I've been wanting it since it came out. I waited, I believe it was on sale or I had a gift card, but I picked up the shade Samo Spritzer, and this formula is beautiful. I cannot wait until the next Sephora sale, or I have accumulated a couple of Sephora gift cards since my birthday just passed. For sure, I will be picking up more shades of this blush. I couldn't help myself. I put it on both sides of my face today. It is exactly what I want. It is soft. It is blurring. It is easy to apply. It is so good. Let's talk lips. I have a couple of lip liners here. When I picked up the new Sephora collection products, I did grab 2 additional colors of their 8-hour colorful transfer proof lip liner. This is fantastic. I have 3 of these now. I did not bring the one that I already had, but this is the shade Perfect Beige. It's just beautiful. I picked up a red. This is Always Red. And they are lovely. These are a sharpenable pencil, which I do prefer for my lip liners. If you want a really sharp edge, this is what you want. Highly, highly recommend these lip liners. They do not move. I also picked up a new shade of the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is a really nice formula. Not quite as good as the Sephora collection, in my opinion. I picked up the shade Cool BFF, and unfortunately, I'm finding that I am not reaching for this one. It looks like it's the same shade or close to the same shade as the Sephora collection, but I'm finding that it is a little bit too light for my skin tone. A couple of times this month, I tried to wear it with a cool tone lipstick and I just wasn't loving the shade. So I know I have nieces, somebody that is a little lighter skin tone than I am, that would enjoy this. And then BoxyCharm sent me this. This is the Beauty Creations Plump and Pout Lip Liner. They sent me the shade Attracted to You. And this formula, you click it up. I don't notice any burning or stinging, so I'm not sure what they mean by the plumping. And this shade is entirely too dark for me. I did put it on today. I think I can get away with it with the lipstick that I'm wearing, but I do struggle with this one being a hair too deep. So I am a little concerned about how much I will reach for it. But I was super impressed with the formula. Even more impressed when I saw the price. I am currently working on my Beauty Creations cart. I will have a full face of Beauty Creations coming for you. I've heard some really great things about this company. They have a couple of new products out. You just make sure you're subscribed because that is coming. I will test all of these in a couple of minutes and you'll see this guy, he doesn't move. In the lip category, I have a very sad announcement. I had picked up the Always Red lip liner and the new blurring matte lip color from Sephora collection. I will pop up a picture and I will hopefully find a side-by-side of me showing you that lip color. It was beautiful. And somehow I have misplaced it. I have torn apart my purses, my room in here. It is sitting in the Sephora cart for me to purchase it again because I really like that red. I wore it the day that Luke had dental surgery, so he was under anesthesia, and I don't know if I switched purses. I don't know if I put it in my pocket. That doesn't sound like me, but somehow I've lost this lipstick. It's $16. It's lovely. It goes on like a balm, but then it sets and it has this blurring matte finish. It's gorgeous. The other three lip products I have are pretty much fails. The first one is my fault because this is just a shade preference. This is the Kulfi Lassie Lips. This was BoxyCharm. They sent me this. I already own the shade Tamarind, which is a very nice brown. I just don't care for this guava shade. It's just a little too pinky for me. The shade does not work. The next one I picked up was this ColourPop Hydro Pop formula, and this is not terrible. I was just disappointed with the wear time. This is in the shade 90s Babe, and really pretty. It just didn't fade quite as pretty as I would like. This does have a glossy finish that leaves a stain. It's just not my favorite. And honestly, I was working on a stain review video for you, and I'm really finding that none of them are great. I'll tell you right now, the best stain that I've tried for what it looks like 2 hours later, what it looks like on your lips, honestly, is the one from Milani. I will pop it up. And then the third new lip product that I tried this month that I didn't even show on camera because I was ready to just say absolutely not, is this one from NYX. This is their newer Smooshy Matte Lip Balm. I got mine in Smudge Fudge. And my favorite thing about this product is the smell. Oh my goodness. I want to eat this. It smells like hot fudge, candy, I don't know, maybe like a piece of fudge from the boardwalk at the beach. But this formula, ooh, it's hard. It is hard. It comes out so thick. I find that I cannot just put it on my lips. And maybe it's because I got such a dark shade. I saw reviews for this and they were not terrible. but I have had to play with this a few times to get it to work. I'll go ahead and swatch it. I mean, look at that. It's just very thick and kind of patchy looking, but if I'm careful, I can get away with it on my lips. I have it on my lips right now. Again, the wear time after a couple hours, it doesn't look so great. So could you put a gloss on top of it? Probably. It's just okay. I think I need gloss. I couldn't find my Maybelline Crystal Gloss the other day, and I found it. A little bit of sparkle and glitter fixes everything, right? All right, let me show you these lip liners. So this is the Cool BFF from ColourPop. Look at that, it did come off. Next is the Sephora Collection lip liners. Nope. And then here's the Beauty Creations. Yeah, so you can see ColourPop failed, Sephora and Beauty Creations still there. Let's talk eyeshadow. Oh my, it still brings me so much joy to play with eyeshadow. I have one fail. I'm going to go through the palettes that I tried and what I love about them. The first one is this one from Sydney Grace. This is the Cozy Cafe. There is a mirror. Sydney Grace's formula is gorgeous. If I have eye looks, I will pop them up. But this row here is brown tinging a little bit green. Down here you have your more gray taupe tones, and then in the middle you have your pinks. But if you're looking for gorgeous mattes and shimmers, Sydney Grace will not let you down. Their formula is probably closest to Natasha Denona for me. Next, I just put up a video talking about this Morphe Python code. This is for my color girls. If you love wearable color, this is for you. I tried Rich Glitch first, had to try another one, so I picked up Python Code, and this one is just beautiful. I mean, the coppery bronze and the gold, and then this is a topper. These guys are pretty. Look at that. And then this stunning green. And then you have a darker brown and a more cream blending shade, which if you wanted a mid-tone brown, you could easily just mix these two together. I would like to have all of these palettes. They have a larger version as well. I have two of the smaller versions and I'm very happy with them. And the last palette that I tried is this one from ColourPop. ColourPop had a sale, as they often do, and I was torn between Stone Cold Fox and Precious Metals. Well, I know I will eventually own Cold Stone Fox. Everybody that I've ever heard talk about it loves it. But this Precious Metals just spoke to me. And let me tell you, this palette was my most worn palette in August. So beautiful. You have rows of different tones going on. I adore this shade right here. How boring is this? It is called Down to Earth, which you will see. I use this on my eye today. I'll come back to it. There we go. Look at that palladium. Special, Down to Earth. I mean, really, really gorgeous. I like the mattes. I like the shimmers. Cool to warm. If you like sparkle, this is a safe, shimmering, popping palette. I definitely recommend. I have two liquid shadows that I tried this month, and I apologize, I never showed you my application of this one from Juvia's Place. This is the Coffee Shop liquid eyeshadow. I picked mine up in Cinnamon Swirl, and this one unfortunately is a fail. I did film myself putting both of the liquid shadows that I got on today, and because honestly I was going to use one of the palettes, and then while filming I changed my mind, but I will show you what I filmed with the Juvia's Place. It is a very pretty shade, but I have a couple of complaints. It tends to dry down to a little bit of a different shade than what I was anticipating. This just looks like a pretty mocha brown, but when it dries down it has a little bit of a green undertone to it. I didn't love that. Number one. Number two, it was not as easy to blend as other liquid shadows that I've used. And number three, I believe I took a picture, it creased terribly and like changed color. It's just an odd formula. And of course I've waited too long. I can't return it, but I will show you the fix that I have for when this happens. Now on this eye, I have the Makeup by Mario. This is the Master Matte's Longwear Cream Eyeshadow in Taupe. You'll see me applying this. You'll see what it looks like before this glitter on top. This is a gorgeous formula. I've heard some people complain that you don't get a lot of product, so keep that in mind. I think it is beautiful. It is one of the easier liquid shadow formulas I have ever used. I do recommend, if you are new to liquid shadows, that you pick this brush up. This is from Real Techniques. It is the 301. It comes in a set, but the set is $10. And the other brushes that you get, you would use anyway. But this is just the nicest brush to put cream shadow on. Gorgeous formula, does not move. I've heard nothing but good things, and I agree with all of them. And the last shadow that I tried, which you can see I have all over my eyes, is this beauty from Half Magic. This is the Glitter Puck, and this one is in the shade Glimmer Pop. I did do a short because I own 2 of the 3 colors now, and I will show you the 2 that I own. Will I soon have the 3rd? Of course I will. And I really hope that Half Magic keeps going, because I would like even more shades from this formula. But the one that I am in love with, the one that is on my eyes, is this one here. This is Glimmer Pop. This is a champagne. And this, first of all, this container is huge. And it is pretty solid. I have had them fall out, so I would not flip them. But it's a pretty solid formula. But it just glides on like silk. It does not move. I do not have to use a glitter glue. You get a teensy bit of fallout, but nothing terrible. The other shade that I have is Dopamine Sparkle. And I'm surprised how much I use this. I did not think that I would be into a pink shimmer, but it really is lovely. And you can build them up a little bit, like sometimes I'll tap them on. But so pretty. The one that I'm missing is Silver. I'm not sure if that's the name of it, but I'm sure I will have it someday soon. The other day I used my Morphe Solo Artist, the brown shade that I have. I think it's called Chorus. And I do really enjoy that. I put that on, but it looked a little bit dull on my eyes. Like I blended it out, it looked nice, but it just didn't have enough life for me. And I took one of these and just tapped it right on top, and whoo, came to life. Another situation is I've had eyeshadows crease on me and I don't want to take my makeup off. It's halfway through the day. You can take one of these and tap it right over. I'm telling you, sparkle will hide your mistakes. In blending, sparkle hides a lot. So if you pick one of these up, remember that it is good for fixing eye looks that are just not working for you. And you can use it lighter. You could dust it on with a brush. I prefer my finger. These are not super expensive. You'll have them forever. I just adore these. In the mascara category, I only tried one new one, and that is the Essence Lash Without Limits. This is the tubing mascara, and this I like. Do I like it on my top lashes? No. So I have it on today on my bottom lashes. I didn't have great luck on the top with this. It didn't work as well as some other tubing mascaras that I have. However, it works fine on my bottom lashes, and that's where it is today. I just threw my Maybelline Firework on top. And crazy enough, I have no eyeliner on today. What do you think? I just forgot. It's been a crazy summer. The last product that I did not put on as of yet is this one from One Size. This is the Until Dawn Mattifying Sunscreen Makeup Setting Spray. I've used this a couple of times this month, and this I really like. If you can believe it, it smells way less aggressive than the original. So if you need a little extra protection, some longevity for your makeup, definitely pick this up. I still have a couple of backups of this, but I may end up picking this up for future reference, because why not add the extra sunscreen? So that is everything. That was a lot. I hope that this was enjoyable for you. Overall, it was a great month of trying new makeup. Let me know what you think. Have you tried any of these? Of course, everything that I talked about will be listed and linked in the description box below. Some of those links may be affiliate links, so I want to thank you so much if you shop with those links because I get a small commission and it really helps support me and my channel. Be sure you are subscribed if you aren't subscribed already. I would love to have you join me. I upload videos on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up and of course, leave me a comment, even if it's just a heart to let me know you were here. I thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.